Michael B. Jordan, Premiership League team co-owner. Yeah, man. Hey, welcome back to the channel. Please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Obviously, Michael B. Jordan's just won an Oscar. And yeah, this is a video to look at his ownership of Bournemouth Football Club, which is a Premier League football club. And he's a co-owner of that. As you can see there, he's just won an Oscar, leading actor for his role in Sinners. Great film, absolutely great film. Ryan Coogler also won an Oscar for, I think it was screenwriting. So yeah, I mean, well deserved, both gentlemen, in terms of winning their awards. And obviously, I know people had a lot to say. Sinners, created a lot of thoughts for people in terms of the reviews and stuff, and it was quite extraordinarily impactful worldwide. But as I'm saying, this is the story of how a Hollywood actor, best known for role in Creed, Black Panther, and now of course Sinners, ended up co-owning a Premier League football club. So it might seem random at first, but what does Michael B. Jordan have to do with football? But when you look closer, it's actually a story about modern sports ownership, global branding, and the growing intersection between entertainment and football. By the end of the video, you understand who really owns Bournemouth, why Michael B. Jordan got involved, and what he actually does as Conan, and what the move says about the future of football. And obviously, it's all entertainment purposes. You've got to do your own research. Allegedly, you know how it goes. Entertainment purposes. But to understand this story, you need context. Now, Bournemouth, a relatively small club by Premier League standards, but they spent most of their history outside the top division. So when I was growing up, I didn't really hear about Bournemouth, I'll be quite frank with you. But they had a dramatic rise under manager Eddie Hove in the 2010s. And for the years, the club was owned by a Russian businessman who stabilised Bournemouth, financially backed their promotion to Premier League. But by 2022, things were changing. Then was looked to sell, and that's when a new type of ownership group entered the picture. Okay, and that was Bournemouth in 2022, purchased by a consortium led by an American billionaire, Foley, not just any investor, owner for NHL team, has a strong track record in sports business. Company Black Knight Football Club was created as a multi-club ownership. As you say, you got, and that's where Michael B. Jordan, former Wire actor, former Sinners, Black Panther, Creed. Obviously, Creed had that relationship with Rocky. But the idea is simple: own multiple football clubs, share resources, scouting and talent, and build global commercial value. You can see him there with Lethal Shooter. You can see Ryan Coogler over there. I'm not saying Ryan Coogler is known. I'm saying Ryan Coogler's obviously worked together in a film, him with Michael B. Jordan. So why bring in a Hollywood actor? Because modern football is no longer just about results on the pitch. It's about global attention, being three major things to the table. Isn't just an actor, he's a producer and entrepreneur. He understands storytelling, branding and audience, strategic alignment with US sports expansion. Premier League has been aggressively expanding its American audience, having a major US celebrity tied to the club helps drive that. It's not about him picking the start in 11, it's about visibility. And the deal happens. It's not just a random buy into Bournemouth. Joined as a minority investor as part of Bill Foley's ownership group. Foley consortium acquired 100% of the club from Maxim Deming. Jordan joined the group as a strategic partner and minority stakeholder. Involvement was announced publicly. Looks like a takeover kind of structure is very common in modern sports. You have a majority owner. You can see him there. I think it's that Steve Harvey. And it's not a controlling stake apparently, but it's influential from a branding perspective, more aligned with marketing and global reach. And it's going to be great for them with the Oscar as well. Attracted sponsors, partnerships and media attention, potential for documentaries, behind the scenes content and club storytelling. Something Jordan excels in as a producer. Think of him less as a football executive, more as a brand amplifier. So that's why it matters for football. It's more part of a bigger trend. We're seeing more celebrities invest in football clubs. For example, like Wrexham, athletes and entertainers are buying stakes in clubs worldwide, and that's because football is global, emotionally driven, commercially massive, and celebrities bring something traditional that owners often lack. They bring attention. In today's world, attention equals value. You saw my video on here about Histocky, who's kind of willing to do most things for clout, and even appeared on the Piers, what's it, Piers Morgan show, and there's a bit of controversy there. But I'm not saying we're looking at two different type of entities in terms of individuals, but my point is that attention does equal revenue these days. So how did Michael B. Jordan become a co-owner of Bournemouth? Not by accident, it was a calculated move by a forward-thinking ownership group led by Bill Foley, combining sports business with entertainment influence. Jordan represents a new kind of football stakeholder, not just an investor, but a cultural face. And a cultural force, a cultural face and a cultural force. Football continues to globalize. So don't be surprised if we see more Hollywood names entering the game, because the future of football isn't just played on the pitch. It's built in boardrooms, brands, and global audiences. Big up all the watchers, listeners, and subscribers. Obviously, big up Michael B. Jordan again on winning his Oscar. Put him there. Bigging up his mum. I really rate that. And yeah, man, big you all up. But for now, please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. First Premier League owner to ever win an Oscar. Amazing stuff. And for now, I'm done talking.